Hello, my dear listeners. I hope you've been keeping well. I really wanted to pick up this conversation where I left it last time with Dr. Mobina Batmansky, talking about how we can rewild ourselves, how nature restores our nervous system, immune system, and overall well being. My plan was to share a few tips from my recent trip to Barcelona, where I joined an arts therapy retreat. I thought I'd come back with reflections on creativity and structure and connection to the self, but I just couldn't do that because something else entirely happened, and it really surprised me. I joined this group on a total impulse. I had no expectations, and yet it brought me back to something I had long forgotten: the power of saying yes to what's unfamiliar, the challenge of stepping out of the habits that we've built, and an invitation to stop being our own strict inner parent. Because you see, the child in us just wants to play. And that's the challenge I brought back to my coaching group this week. Try saying yes to just one thing you'd normally reject by default. Not something dangerous, but just something new. A different flavor, a new route, a bold color, a hairstyle you'd normally never even think about. Because often our no isn't coming from instinct, it's coming from a belief that we haven't updated in years. And we don't even realize just how many parts of ourselves we keep locked out because of that. After the retreat, I promised myself to welcome more of these small shifts a little bit every day. And then, as if to reward that intention, I stumbled upon a tiny place in my neighborhood with a beautiful sign that read, "Walk-ins only." I stood there smiling and I thought I knew exactly what I had to do. I had to go in and I had to explore this radical idea in a world where we're full of back-to-back bookings and strategic planning. What if your business or even your life had a bit more walking energy? What might that change? So that's my second challenge to you. In what ways could you invite more spontaneity into your life or business? Maybe the thing that you're craving isn't a different job after all. Maybe just a different rhythm. A bit more space, a return to magic, a reminder that not everything has to be planned. And trust me, that's coming from someone who struggled with planning for years. And the truth is that, in its own way, is also a return to the wild. Not the going back to the jungle kind, but the kind where your soul just gets a bit of a breather. So here's the question to leave this on. What if the next big thing in your life is just something you haven't planned for at all?